I'm saying I don't wanna come down from your love. We'll get lost together like we fly. Don't ever let me come down from your love. From your love. From your baby.
Hey guys, it's briczennie. Welcome back to my channel. I can't believe I'm back to discuss this topic when I literally just uploaded a video all about SM's boy group RIIZE a few days ago, but here we are. As of November 22nd Korean Standard Time, SM Entertainment announced that RIIZE Seunghan will be on an indefinite hiatus. But how did we get here? In this video, I'll briefly go through what went down leading up to the shocking announcement, and as always, I'll let you guys know my opinion on the issue, as well as reflect on what Seunghan's situation tells us about the K-pop industry as a whole. Before we get into it, thank you to my channel members, The Rose of NCT, Night Skin Yehonjin, Silent Night, Sarah, Kia Toksky, Misa Lee, Kaylin Castor, Vermilion, and Alice Loves Cherry. Without further ado, let's get into it. In case you're not familiar with RIIZE, they're SM's first boy group in 7 years since the debut of NCT in 2016. The members are Shotaro and Sungchan, former members of NCT U, members Anton, Wonbin, and Sohee, and eunseok and Seunghan, who are former SM rookies. Their single album, Get a Guitar, dropped on September 4th, 2023, and since then they've enjoyed vast success as a rookie group, such as becoming million-dollar sellers and even snatching nominations at the 2023 Mama Awards. However, despite their unquestionable recognition as one of the hottest rookie groups of the year, RIIZE Seunghan has been embroiled in a web of rumors and slander for the past few months, even before RIIZE's debut. The first and perhaps most damaging controversy started in August of this year, before RIIZE's debut, when leaked photos of Seunghan with a girl began to circulate online. Even though this was a clear invasion of his privacy and the photos should have never been leaked in the first place, many netizens were enraged to see that Seunghan was in a relationship pre-debut. As silly as this may sound, if you're a K-pop fan, you probably know that there are a lot of fans who feed into this twisted delusion that idols are single and attainable, so seeing idols dating someone ruins the fantasy of these types of fans in a sense and destroys the idol's pure image. This also poses an issue to the typical idol's agency, which wants their idols to be as marketable as possible to fans, feeding into the fan-idol parasocial relationship for profit. In my opinion, this expectation of idols to not pursue relationships is one of the most toxic aspects of fandom culture, and I wish it would stop. Even though Seunghan's dating scandal shouldn't have been a scandal at all, many K netizens angrily demanded Seunghan be removed from RIIZE. While on the other hand, most international fans were pretty chill and understanding and saw nothing wrong with Seunghan dating. In response, on August 31st, Seunghan ended up releasing a statement in which he apologized for his past actions only a few days before RIIZE debuted with Get a Guitar. I found it ridiculous that Seunghan had to apologize for being in a relationship, but it's apparent that he was urged to do so by SM to protect his image as well as for the sake of RIIZE. SM promised in a statement to monitor the unauthorized leaks of Seunghan's private information and take legal action, but the drama didn't end there. Of course, I have to mention the infamous Instagram live that went viral. Seunghan had a private Instagram account, and one of his Instagram friends leaked a live he had with none other than TXT's Soobin. In the live, the conversation between the two went as follows. Seunghan, it's a fact. You can't dance, sing, or rap. You're just all excited just because you MC'd for Music Bank. You even got to meet our Eunche. Soobin, I have something to show you. And then Soobin turned his camera to show his foot, making the middle finger gesture with his toe. So obviously this conversation is just harmless joking around between two friends. If you're a MOA or watch K-pop music shows, you most likely know that Soobin was an MC for Music Bank for a while. So here Seunghan is teasing him about no longer being an MC and jokingly saying he can't sing, dance, or rap. However, when this live was leaked online, it was completely and I think maliciously taken out of context, and people claimed that Seunghan was instead talking badly about another idol, which would be LE SSERAFIM Eunche, who was mentioned in the conversation since she's also an MC. While I found the fact that Seunghan and Soobin are friends to be really cool since I'm both a MOA and a BRIIZE, and found Soobin's middle finger gesture with his toe to be so weird but hysterical, I also felt uneasy about the fact that once again, more of Seunghan's private footage was leaked. And not only that, they took this private image and they twisted it to start drama between two fandoms, Fear Nots and BRIIZE. Since this was a live done via his private Instagram account, it had to have been recorded and leaked by one of his Instagram friends, and there were only a couple of people on the live besides Seunghan and Soobin. It became clear to me that someone close to Seunghan, and maybe others as well, were determined to ruin his reputation as an idol. Besides the Instagram live with Soobin and the pictures of Seunghan and a girl he was dating, photos of Seunghan smoking were also leaked, and in addition, an anonymous K-netizen who claimed to be Seunghan's former friend came forward. In a statement posted online, Seunghan's alleged former friend made countless accusations, such as Seunghan smoking and drinking as a trainee and talking badly about other trainees behind their backs, closing with, "He's just not that great of a guy to like as an idol." When I read this K-netizen's claim, I didn't think much of it since it mainly seemed to be criticizing Seunghan for his personality, and it could have been just a mere case of the two not getting along well. But I wondered what this person's motive was. Did he truly feel wronged by Seunghan somehow, or feel like he wasn't a person suitable to be an idol? Or was he a fellow trainee who was envious of Seunghan making it in the industry, wanting to see him fall? When taking a step back and looking at all of the rumors and private information circulating about Seunghan, I couldn't help but think about how sinister it was. This wasn't a bullying scandal that we see often in K-pop where an individual is accused of tormenting someone, or allegations that Seunghan had committed a serious crime. It seems that the only thing Seunghan is truly guilty of here is being a typical teenager who happens to be an idol. And I think that's what disturbs me the most. K-netizens spreading the rumors and demanding Seunghan's removal from the group smelled blood, and they refused to let a few days pass without leaking more information, starting new rumors, or throwing around more verbal insults. I also thought about how betrayed Seunghan must have felt, knowing that it was most likely someone close to him, a friend, who started leaking info since his conversations, photos, and videos were on private accounts. To me, this seemed like a case of multiple people trying their best to tarnish his idol reputation and ruin him. As I mentioned earlier, Seunghan has been caught up in a storm of rumors and allegations for the past few months, and there are even more instances of his private pictures and videos being distributed online. However, recently the resentment towards Seunghan online has been ramping up, with some anti-fans even allegedly confronting him during fan calls and others sending protest trucks to SM demanding his removal. So although I was disappointed, part of me wasn't surprised when SM released their statement announcing Seunghan would be on an indefinite hiatus as of November 22nd, and RIIZE would continue activities as 6 members. According to the statement, it was Seunghan's choice to halt activities for the sake of the other members of RIIZE. SM acknowledged their, quote, negligence in managing our artists even before their debut, but also promised that they would swiftly take legal action against the individuals who leaked the photos and videos of Seunghan and maliciously spread rumors. In addition, the unauthorized leaker and distributor of the videos and photos spread fabricated and distorted information that is different from the facts by using non-existent messenger conversations and malicious techniques to create groundless false information. They are continuing to commit serious acts of defamation against artists. As soon as we became aware of the above facts, we immediately carried out monitoring, collected a significant amount of evidence, identified those who leaked and distributed the information without permission, and plan to file a complaint with the local police station this afternoon. Although I was disappointed that Seunghan was going on hiatus, I understood the decision was made for the sake of the group. I can only imagine the mental stress and turmoil Seunghan as well as the rest of RIIZE have been going through since August, and now the rest of the members will have to adapt as a group without him for the time being. I can't imagine being a rookie artist trying to enjoy finally debuting and achieving your dreams, but at the same time, knowing that you're constantly being attacked online and feeling on edge, not knowing what new information will be leaked about you next. At the same time, I feel very disillusioned with the way SM has handled scandals over the years. It just seems that time after time they fall short in protecting their artists from harm, and I don't know if that will ever change. As I touched on before, even though it seems that in their statement SM has identified who some of the perpetrators are, they've said they've gathered all of the appropriate information and are going to the police station to file a report. I don't know who the perpetrators are behind this, but I can speculate. I think people close to Seunghan are some of the individuals who are leaking the information online. But besides those close to Seunghan and all of the anonymous K-netizens on forums such as Pan and the Q, there's also user Boseonghi on Twitter who has constantly circulated pics and videos of Seunghan as well as attacked other idols. Many netizens think that Boseonghi is the notorious YouTuber Sojong, who I've discussed on my channel before. I wouldn't be surprised if this Twitter user is Sojong, but I wasn't able to confirm this. Regardless of whoever is responsible, I truly hope SM follows through and takes legal action against the perpetrators. Seunghan also took to Weverse to release a statement to RIIZE. Hello, I'm Seunghan. First of all, I'd like to say I'm really sorry. I know very well that my rash actions in the past are hurting too many people now. I'm really reflecting. I'd like to say that I'm very sorry to the fans and RIIZE members who always supported me. I'm deeply reflecting because I think I've caused too much damage at a time when I had to work harder and devote myself more than ever. I'll really reflect so that I can become a better person. Once again, I want to say sorry to the members, the fans, and the staff. So I think that this is a really good statement by Seunghan. He really seems to be owning it, and he even mentions that, you know, he thinks that he could have done better as a trainee and he could have worked harder and fully devoted himself to his craft. So although I don't think that he's in the wrong in this situation, I do really commend him for this statement. I think it was a pretty mature move for him. But as much as it sucks to say, the only thing RIIZE can do now is play the waiting game. As SM has stated, Seunghan is on an indefinite hiatus. If I'm being realistic, I have no idea how long this hiatus will be, and I can't even say for certain if I believe Seunghan will return as a member of RIIZE. I know there are tons of fans, especially international fans, who will support Seunghan, but I also know that unfortunately there are many who want him gone as well, and SM will most likely look at public perception when making a decision. It takes time to collect evidence and build a case, but SM should have prevented this mess before it got so out of control. Seunghan wanting to take a break, especially for his mental health and the well-being of the rest of the group, is understandable, but SM should have never let things escalate to the point that it became necessary. Seunghan shouldn't have to be punished for being defamed online. Overall, I just hope SM can get to the bottom of things, and I wish Seunghan and the other members of RIIZE the best. Like I was just saying in my recent RIIZE video, Seunghan is extremely talented. He has immeasurable charisma on stage and he has a great voice. So I hope he can use his talent and can continue as an idol. The age of making idols apologize for dating and being human needs to end, and companies need to start taking defamation against their artists seriously. So now that we've gotten to the end of discussing the controversy Seunghan has faced, what does this situation tell us about the K-pop industry? For one, if you want to be an idol, your past has to be nearly spotless, or else it may come back to bite you later. If you're caught dating, especially if you're a rookie without an established loyal fan base that you've grown over time, your career is in big trouble. If your reputation is tarnished, even if you're not in the wrong, you may have to sacrifice yourself for the good of your group and your company's optics. And lastly, unfortunately, some companies like SM Entertainment seem to frequently reward the bad behavior of netizens who leak private information and start rumors to slander and ultimately ruin their artists. So as always, I want to know what you think. How do you feel about Seunghan going on hiatus? Do you think he should be removed from RIIZE, or do you hope that he'll rejoin them again sometime in the future? Let me know in the comments. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you're a RIIZE, make sure to join my server. We're a multi-fandom community with a bunch of RIIZE members, and we even have a thread open currently where we're discussing this issue. Also, make sure to like and subscribe if you liked this video, and I'll see you next time.
Like it, like it, like it, like it, like it.